Welcome to African Mysteries, where ancient whispers, dark secrets, and untold legends come to life. These stories are based on folklore, real experiences, and cultural beliefs. Viewer discretion is advised. Let the mystery begin. Title: The Ghost That's Paid in Full. In the dust-swirled alleys of Mebaleni, a small rural town nestled deep in the lowlands of a forgotten country, a fruit vendor named Nomvula Kuzwayo lived a quiet, sunburned life. Her stall, no more than a plank balanced on two crates, stood every day on the corner of Muzi and Quena Street, where she hawked bananas, peaches, and the occasional wrinkled tomato to passers-by. Nomvula didn't complain. Her life was humble, yes, but it fed her and her daughter, Lerato. A single loaf of bread lasted 3 days, and a 10-kilogram bag of maize stretched further than a politician's promise. On weekends, business boomed. Our 200 profit on a good day. Weekdays, however, were a different kind of poverty. Some days brought no profit at all, just dust and disappointment. Lerato was her sunshine. A diligent schoolgirl with a wise head, she often stood in for her mother while Nomvula dashed to restock. She always promised, "One day, Mama, you won't have to sit in the sun like a roasting chicken." Then, one weekday afternoon, he appeared. A glossy, blood-red BMW purred to a stop in front of Nomvula's stall. The driver, a man as handsome as he was mysterious, wore sunglasses so dark you could see your soul trying to escape when you looked into them. He reversed, rolled down his window, and, without stepping out, ordered 6 bananas, 6 apples, and 6 peaches. "Triple six," Nomvula had joked. "You want to summon the fruit demons?" He chuckled, a smooth sound like a coffin lid closing softly. The total was 60 rand, but he handed her a crisp 200 rand note and told her to keep the change. Nomvula almost fainted. That tip meant electricity, bread, and a bottle of Coca-Cola, a royal feast in the kingdom of poverty. And he came back the next day, same time, same car, same fruits, same devilish tip. This happened 6 times, 6 days, 6 purchases. After the sixth visit, he vanished. But the dreams began. At first they were romantic, a moonlit picnic, soft whispers, silk sheets. Then came wedding bells. Then darker things. Dreams of him whispering secrets to her in tongues, dreams of ancestral chants, shadowy figures applauding their union. She woke smiling, heart pounding with excitement and confusion. Months passed, but he haunted her sleep. Then one morning he returned. This time, he stepped out of the car. His cologne smelled like rain on a grave. He looked her in the eyes and said, "A woman appears in my dreams, tells me to marry you." When he described her, Nomvula's knees buckled. He described Gogo Tolakele, her dead grandmother, down to the mole on her chin and the faded scarf she always wore. From that day, Nomvula was bewitched. Not in the spell and cauldron sense, but in that stupid, all-consuming kind of love that leaves you blind and barefoot in a lion's den. He made promises to double her monthly profit if she quit the streets, to build her a supermarket, to pay for Lerato's education till university, to make her a wife. Nomvula said yes before her brain could catch up to her ears. They married. Her family asked for 20,000 rand lobola. He paid 40,000 rand without blinking. They moved into his mansion in a secluded estate outside Evembia Hills. It was all golden doorknobs and marble floors, chandeliers the size of swimming pools, and ceilings that whispered at night. Life was perfect until the housekeeper quit. The woman had always been strange, dead in the eyes, lips sealed like a tomb. She never spoke to Nomvula or Lerato, only to the husband. When she left, he asked Nomvula to start cooking in a pot big enough to feed 8, though there were only 3. He showed her a locked room outside the main house and said, Dish the rest of the food here. Leave it at the door. Don't ask questions. Don't open it. Inside is a vicious dog. If you don't feed it, it will hurt. Lerato. Nomvula didn't question him. She had learned to obey until the night she got sick. Too ill to cook, Nomvula begged him over text to bring food. No response. That night, Lerato ate bread for dinner. Then came the noise. Pots clanging, plates crashing. It sounded like war in the kitchen. She crept out of bed, heart thumping. What she saw froze her blood. It was his dead mother, not in a vision, not in a dream, standing, tangible, her skin stretched thin like a rotten drum, hollow eyes, cheekbones like knives, her mouth twisted into something halfway between a snarl and a smirk. Nomvula screamed. The ghost bolted into the forbidden room. Something inside Nomvula snapped. She followed. Inside, pitch black, no light, no windows, only a grave dug into the concrete floor, surrounded by piles of money, bones, and a stench of decay so thick it slapped her in the face. She ran back to the house, into Lerato's bed. Her daughter was cold, lifeless. Nomvula screamed again, and then it appeared, her husband, standing by the bed, and beside him, his dead mother, smiling that same grotesque smile. "You should have stayed out of business that didn't want you," he said, voice deeper, less human. "If you tell anyone what you saw," he added, "your daughter will die and stay dead." Then they vanished, and Lerato woke up coughing. The next morning, Nomvula packed their things. They ran, back to the shack, back to bread and maize, back to life before the ghost. But something was off. Nobody mentioned she'd been gone. Nobody said, "Welcome back," or "We missed you." It was as if she'd never left, as if the months in the mansion were a hallucination, a cruel trick played by something ancient and hungry. She consulted a Sangoma, Baba Lutando, who didn't even wait for her story. "I know," he said. "You were living with the dead." He took them to a river, mixed grave soil with river water, and scrubbed them down, as if peeling their souls from borrowed bodies. Lerato collapsed mid-ritual, and when she spoke, it wasn't her voice. The spirit spoke through her, furious, malevolent. Baba Lutando cursed it, back to hell, with ancestral insults so foul even the trees winced. After minutes that felt like eternity, Lerato coughed and returned. The Sangoma nodded. "You are free now." From that day on, Nomvula refused charity, refused tips, refused help. She had learned that in Imbaleni, not every good-looking man was blessing. Sometimes they were the dead, looking for wives. For more mysteries from the motherland, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a tale. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and beware. Some legends are more than just stories.